When you wash your hands, you're washing the dirt away from your hands. You're washing the germs away from your hand so that you can be healthy, so that when you eat your food, nothing bad will go inside of your stomach and cause you diseases. This is the same thing when you're dealing with panic attacks. Your mind right now has lot of germs, lots of dirt in it, and wherever you go, all these germs and dirt follow you. So no matter no matter how much you change the circumstance that you're living in, no matter if you're changing the country that you're living in, this dirt, these germs always follow you, and they are always the cause of your panic attacks. So, what do I mean by the germs and dirts of your mind? These are your thoughts and these are your feelings, because mind only has two components as of right now, your thoughts and your feelings. If you're able to wash away these kinds of bad thoughts and bad feelings and plant new thoughts, plant new emotions which are very conducive to your good mental health, then you're washing the dirt away from your mind and you are now ready to be healthy again. So, in order to wash away the negative thoughts and feelings of your mind, first you need to fall in love with a future version of yourself who is already calm, happy, relaxed, and who is already doing all the things that you want to do right now. Because right now you're in love with the past version of yourself. You might not feel like you're in love, but all you do is think about bad circumstances, think about what caused you traumatic event, think about that person that causes you anger and resentment, think about all the future worst possible outcomes. These are the result of your bad feelings and bad emotions. These negative emotions drive all these kinds of bad thoughts, and you're in love with that because all you do is think about that. When you love a person, all you do is think about that person, right? So if you're always thinking about bad outcomes, bad events, you're in love with that. So you need to fall out of love with your past traumatized version of yourself, and you need to fall in love with the future perfect, calm, relaxed, happy version of yourself. So in order to see yourself as somebody who is calm, happy, relaxed, in order to never ever have panic attacks again, in order for you to tell your friends and family that, hey guys, you don't need to worry about me anymore. I have stopped taking all these therapy sessions. I am completely healed. In order for you to make your ex-girlfriend or your ex-boyfriend and your competitors jealous, what you need to understand is this universe is immaterial. The physical universe that you perceive through your five senses is actually immaterial. It is just mental and it is spiritual. If you completely understand this one principle, then you can wash away the dirt and germs of your mind and plant new thoughts and feelings in your mind. So, when you understand this principle that the universe is immaterial, you should also understand that it is mental and it is spiritual. So what I mean by that is, when you change your state of mind, you will change the state of your personal reality. Everybody has a personal reality. We have 8 billion personal realities in this world because we have 8 billion people. Everybody has a personal reality, and that is determined by their own state of mind. When they have very low state of mind, very negative state of mind, low state of consciousness, then their personal reality reflects that. They will not feel healthy, they will feel weak, they will always have panic attacks, they will be surrounded by tragic events. Right now, if you're facing all of these, then I'm sorry to break it to you, but you have a very low state of consciousness. But if you're able to upgrade this low state of consciousness to a very high state of consciousness, then suddenly your panic attacks will go away. Your genes that are responsible for panic attacks will be turning off. Genes that are responsible for good mental health will start to turn on. You will be surrounded by glorious, amazing events. Just wonderful situations are going to find you naturally. So this is the reason why ancient yogis used to say that this physical world is Maya. Maya means illusion, and they were able to change their state of mind through a lot of meditation, through breath work, and their personal reality would just change. They told all of the people around them, but nobody listened because nobody wants to be a yogi. But you don't have to go to the Himalayas in order to be a yogi. You can just understand this one simple principle that the physical reality is just a projection of your own mind, and you can be a yogi whenever and wherever you are. So, what happens is, in order to completely change your state of mind, there's just three step meditation process. Now don't be scared, because whenever people hear meditation, they all have their own assumptions. So please just stay, because this is very easy. Everybody can do this. If you have 46 chromosomes, you and you're listening to this video up to right now, then you can do these three steps because they are so easy. But of course, you have to show up every day, because right now your attention span is very bad. We have been bombarded with TikToks, with YouTube shorts, with Instagram reels, with all forms of instant gratification, with alcohol, drugs, and they're all taking your attention away from you. But if you just show up every day, and if you just dedicate your time and effort into doing these three steps, then your attention span will naturally go longer, and you will be able to create whatever you want in this world. So the three step is relaxation, imagination, and feeling the emotions of your desired imagination. So let's talk about relaxation. There are many different ways of relaxation. You can take a hot shower in order to relax, but that's not the relaxation I'm talking about. Me personally, I do yoga nidra meditation, but I'm very proficient at staying still or laying down still. But a lot of people cannot sit still for even 1 minute when they are inflicted with a lot of mental pain, when they're anxious and have panic attacks, because I was the same. So if you're that type of person, I recommend you to do Om chanting, Om chanting. I have a 20-minute video about how to chant Om correctly. You can watch that. You can chant along with me. What happens is, when you chant Om for about 20 minutes, your brain starts to produce this beautiful, coherent alpha waves and theta waves. Alpha waves are responsible for your brain being able to visualize images very clearly. And when your brain is in theta waves, all those images go right into your subconscious mind. You become very suggestible to your own auto suggestions. So please chant Om in order to relax. 20 minutes of chanting of Om. I have personally known people who have healed their panic attacks simply by chanting Om for about 20 minutes a day, 2 times a day, for 3 months. Because in yogic perspective, chanting of Om makes your energy body vibrant. And when your energy body is vibrant, your physical body and your mental body is naturally healed. So some people are just lucky, but you listen to all these three steps. When you chant Om for about 20 minutes, then visualization is naturally going to come to you. So what you are going to do is, you start to visualize a scenario where you are already the type of person that you want to become, and you're already doing the things that you want to do. So you start to visualize that you are already a calm, happy, relaxed, joyful, empowered person. How is that person going to act in this world? Start to visualize that. How is that person going to walk? Start to visualize that. How is that person going to talk to other people? Start to visualize that. Are your friends and family members are going to stop worrying about you? Start to visualize that. Are you going to tell your friends and family, hey guys, no need to worry about me, I'm fine completely? Start to visualize that. Are you going to cancel your therapy sessions? Start to visualize that. Are you going to throw away your medications? Start to visualize that. Are you going to wake up in the morning with a big smile on your face instead of heart palpitations? Start to visualize that. Visualize in extreme detail. Provide all the sensory modalities to your imagination. If you're not currently able to date, then start to go on a date with a romantic partner. Start to touch their hair, start to smell their perfume, start to hug them, start to kiss them. Because the more you provide all this sensory richness to your imagination, that imagination becomes very powerful. And a Western spiritual leader in 20th century used to say, imagination creates reality. But right now, your imagination is weak. So make your imagination really powerful and embrace the feelings of your imagination, and it will become reality. So when when you imagine, don't imagine as if you're watching some movie. You need to become the actor in that imagination. You need to put yourself in the first person, and you need to see everything that you want to see, hear the things that you want to hear, taste the things that you want to taste, smell the things that you want to smell, and touch the things that you want to touch while you're imagining. This is the way of providing strength to your imagination. So when you provide all this sensory vividness to your imagination, what happens is your brain loses the distinguishing ability to differentiate between what an imagined act is and what an experience that you have in this three-dimensional world is. How cool is that? But you have never taken advantage of this amazing fact of the brain. So please start to take advantage. So when that happens, your brain starts to create neural networks. These neural networks reflect like all those imagined actions, all those imagined experiences have happened to you in real time. So now what you're going to do is you completely immerse yourself into that imaginary scenario and mentally rehearse that imaginary scenario over and over and over again. Why, you ask? To make your neural networks hard and set. When your neural networks become hard and set, it is going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. Now you're going to feel emotions which are equivalent to that imaginary scenario. You're going to feel emotions of gratitude, of joy, of empowerment, because you're becoming the person that you want to become, and you're doing the things that you want to do in your imagined scenario. They are going to be the similar, they are going to be vibrating in the similar frequency. Because your imagination is wonderful, you're going to feel amazing, wonderful feelings. Now these feelings are actually the secret of all these three steps, because when you feel these feelings, they are going to breathe life into your imagined scenario. You have to understand that imagination is electrical in nature. It is going to send an electrical charge to the source, to the energetic field that encompasses everything and has all the possibilities. And your feelings is going to send a magnetic charge to that quantum field, to that energetic field, which has all the possibilities. Now, you're signifying the energetic field that you want a certain possibility, right? A possibility where you are a completely different human being and you're doing amazing things. And when you feel the elevated emotions, you're drawing that possibility to you. Now you do not have to do anything. Just because you're able to couple your elevated emotions with your intention, that possibility will naturally find you. The laws of nature will align itself so that all your imagination starts to become reality. This is a changeless law upon which everything in this world depends. So please do these three steps, because you have to get really good at holding your attention on a particular imaginary scenario. Right now, you're not good at that. I promise you, because if you were, you would be healed. You would start to know all these kinds of things. So start showing up every day and start to gradually lengthen your attention span. And when you can properly hold your attention on a particular imaginary scenario, get ready, because you're going to heal overnight. You don't have to spend so many countless amounts of dollars, so many hours on therapy sessions, so many money on buying medications. If you just focus on these three things, you will lengthen your attention span, and you can do this meditation as you're about to fall asleep. And when you wake up, you will become a completely different human being. So please, in order to increase your attention span, I recommend you to do these three simple steps at least 3 times a day. After you wake up in the morning, before you go to bed at night, and whenever you find time in your day. But once your attention span is developed, then it just takes one instance. So please start to do these three things, because you can actually create your life any way you want. You are the creator of your life. You're not the victim of your life. You're not the victim of your genetics. You're not the victim of your environment. This is the reason why Bible says that you are made in the image of God. The kingdom of heaven lies inside of you. So start acting like one. The Upanishads say Aham Brahmasmi, which means I am the source of creation. So please tap into your source, tap into that energetic field that has everything that you can ever imagine, and start to draw those possibility back to you by feeling the emotions of your desired imagination. So I have made a ton of videos on how to completely overcome your panic attacks. But if you still feel like you cannot do it alone, then message me on my Gmail or my Viber, my Telegram, or my WhatsApp, and then we can get started right away. You have to remember that the sky is the limit once you truly know how to imagine correctly and feel the emotions of your desired imagination correctly. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.